Okay, so here we've got Faz's Series 2 rx8 GT. It's in for a REW conversion. Beautiful car, 150 odd thousand Ks on it. Been very well looked after. Best thing about the RX8's handling and brakes. Straight out of the box, beautiful, excellent, awesome cars to drive. You can have a lot of fun. Worst thing about the RX8's is under here. That severely lets the cars down. So let's rip this out and give this thing a little bit more poke and do what they should have done from the factory. 13V turbo. A bit of progress on Faz's RX8 REW conversion. I got a couple of pictures, but I didn't really even stop to do any video on it. This is pretty much wrapped up. Yeah, very simple conversion. Probably took us 5 days to have the mechanical side of it all done and finished. And it was really just the wiring side that took the longest part. Yeah, not an overly complicated job. But yeah, fits in there better than the Renesis engine, and yeah, I think we'll be right to do a running tune on this in the next day or two, and yeah, that's about all I really got to show on it. We'll fire it up. So we've used a Haltech Elite 1500 and connected that up to the RX8 can, so we've got everything on the dash working. We haven't got a Christmas tree happening on the dash. The only thing we did lose, and that's only because we ran out of DPOs, was the traction control side of it and the cruise control. So we'll get an IO expander and wire that in and it'll be done. So we've used a Borg Warner S366 turbo on this one, really only aiming for around the 400 at the wheels, and it'll supply enough power to do that very comfortably and be responsive, and it's very inexpensive turbo. This one was actually a Cosmo block. We've put a FD intake manifold on it. We've got some IGN 1A coils. I did use an earlier alternator on it, but looking back at it after finishing up the wiring, I would, on the next one, I would keep the RX8 alternator, as the Haltech can trigger the alternator for the charge. I'd also probably use the Elite 2500 on the next one as well, just to keep a lot of... Yeah, it'd literally do everything. We went with the Elite 1500 on this one because it was a very simple setup, and we really just looked at the electric throttle side of it, and that was the minimum that we needed to use to control the electric throttle, was the Elite 1500. But yeah, like I said, very simple engine. S366 turbo, 50mm wastegate, 50mm blow-off valve. Kept all the original radiator fans. There's only one hole we had to cut for an intercooler pipe. The rest of it is all literally bolt-in mounts we made to suit the Cosmo block. Still very simple. We've got wideband on there. Yeah, I guess we'll get this on the dyno. We'll put a running tune in it, and Faz can go and enjoy it. We've finally got Faz's RX8 on the dyno. We did get it on earlier, but unfortunately the diff center decided to exit the chat. So today we've just fitted in a new CAS LSD in it. So yeah, we'll be able to get a chance to tune it. So we've got a FD, actually this one's a Cosmo block, FD 13B intake manifold, drive-by-wire throttle, Elite 1500. It covers everything on the car. It's actually maxed out as far as inputs and outputs. It's doing the traction control, cruise control, yeah, everything, absolutely everything. It's like a factory rx8. Borg Warner S366, 50mm wastegate, 50mm blow-off valve. It's got a small cooler just in the front. In here, car looks very, very standard. Very nice car, very clean and tidy. So yeah, let's run this up and see what it'll make.
Yo, you wanna see something cool? No. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Step into the scene. No, nobody can do it like me. Zoom house plate with the kick was Z. I was the black top king. 360s in my green machine. I was a
that's Faz's RX8 all done and dusted. Yeah, pump fuel, 15 pounds of boost, 400 horsepower, 420 horsepower. Now we do these as a drive-in, drive-out package for Series 1s or 2s RX8s from 25,000. Now that does include your engine, a clutch, flywheel, ECU, fuel pump upgrade, exhaust, turbo, wastegate, intercooler, the whole shebang. Anybody thinking about doing a Renesis upgrade, don't. We've done a whole bunch of Renesis hybrids, Renesis Bridgeports, and spent countless hours and literally tens of thousands of dollars trying to develop the Renesis, and it's the results aren't there. For the money spent, the results are definitely just not there. These are very, very simple power upgrade, and the dollars you spend transforms the car. This is probably how Mazda should have released them, really. This will be really, really nice to drive on the road. It's got a nice power curve, responsive. Yeah, so anybody in the market for some RX8 upgrades, hit us up. This is the avenue you need to go down, and it'll be a fun car.